college itself is no joke, but going to a PWI as a black person, that's a different type of living right there, let me tell you. So you're probably like, you complain about going to a PWI. Why didn't you choose an HBCU? I got the most money at a PWI, which I know a lot of people say a lot of HBCUs don't have the money to fully fund everybody's education, but it's like, I don't want to go into debt just to have the HBCU experience whenever I had a full ride somewhere else. And I have guaranteed admission into Tulane's medical school, so you know I didn't want to pass that up. My first choice HBCU was Howard University in Washington DC, but they played me with the money, so I had to go where the money goes, and that just happened to be Tulane. Something I noticed right off the bat at a PWI, you see my dog's tail, leave me alone, so clingy, like look. Anywho, so Tulane has a whole bunch of sidewalks, a whole bunch of walking space. We don't basically, you cannot drive your car to class because there's no room. This is not me talking ish about white people, okay? This is not what this video is. But white people in the sidewalk, they do not move, okay? For example, here's me, here's a group of white people. The sidewalk is only big enough for like, let's say 3 people. So I'm by myself and there's 3 people taking up the whole sidewalk. So, you know, what they expect you to do, they want you to move off and go into the dirt. But I don't do that. We walk, we walk, we walk, we walk. And then they finally realize, oh shoot, she's not finna move and we finna run into each other. Let me fix myself, and then they move. But it's been times where I brush shoulders with them because they do not move. And it's like, I'm going to this school too. I deserve to walk on this sidewalk too, right? So you either have the people who don't want to move or the people who walk completely around you. It could be just y'all two on the sidewalk and they'll completely go off of the sidewalk, giving you the whole sidewalk, and when they pass you, get back on the sidewalk. So it's such a weird feeling. You have the people who think they're better than you, who think they deserve to be at the school more than you and don't move. And then you have the people who completely, directly, 100% try to avoid you. So that's very strange to me, but I'm used to it now. But if you decide to go to a PWI or Tulane specifically, get ready for that. Get ready for that. This dude right here. The absolute biggest and craziest thing to me was sorority life. Tulane specifically has 4 of the divine 9 sororities and fraternities, right? 4. So I say that to say there's not a huge black Greek presence on the campus. Yes, there are a few organizations, but most of the sorority things you see are the white people, the frat boys. It's like they rule the school, which is so strange to me. On a Friday night, where you going? Frat? Where you going? What's it called? ZBT? So I was like, what? What? And what's something that is very crazy is my first week at Tulane, I talked to my orientation leader, and I was like, what's your advice to help me succeed at this school as a black person? And she said, stay away from the frat houses. That was the advice she told me. And then the way white sorority recruitment happens, I was taught if you're interested in this sorority, you only show interest to that one sorority. If you're interested in this, you don't go to the other one and go to their events. That's how I was raised and that's what I'm taught. But the white sororities, you basically show interest in all of them and they choose you. Like, it was just very different to me. And that was something I actually really struggled with. It's like, I see all these skinny white girls with long straight hair. Do I deserve to be here? Look at me, my afro, my dark skin. I know I'm not really dark. I'm saying I'm dark compared to the white people. But I'm like, am I really supposed to be here right now? But once you actually think about that, take hold of that, and transform that, it kind of goes away a little. You just have to take the time to just realize, like, I was admitted in this school. I deserve to be here. They picked me. I deserve to be here just as much as X, Y, and Z, okay? The biggest, most important thing I want to stress, if you are a black person at a predominantly white institution, make black friends. Do not be that black person who only hangs out with white people and ignores the black people, you look crazy. I'm telling you, make black friends. You are black, babes, whether you want to admit it or not. But you will never be 100% equal on the same level with a white person. I've experienced this. Your white counterparts will not go through the same things on a PWI campus that you will go through. So one thing that surprised me, which it shouldn't have surprised me, but it did, is that I was like the only black person in a lot of my classes. So not my big like STEM classes like chemistry and bio, I wasn't the only black person, but like actual like I guess liberal arts courses like Intro to Gender and Sexuality Studies, I'm the only black person. And not only the only black person, I'm the only black woman. So we learning in this class about how women have been oppressed, and then we're diving deeper on how black people have been oppressed as well. And we're learning about intersectionality. And it's like, I'm what we're talking about. We watched a video about like police brutality and police brutality against black women specifically, not men. And it was just terrible. Oh my goodness. Like it was needed. Those people needed to watch it. But oh my gosh, it's just hard being the only one in there. Everyone's talking about me. We're all talking about what y'all's ancestors did to my ancestors and how that is affecting me today. And it's just really hard not to like despise them after learning exactly how horribly they treated your people and how that is affecting you today. So that was very difficult. Luckily, I had a great professor who was very supportive of me. Like they got me a whole book. It was just, my professor was amazing for that class, and I would not have been able to get through that difficult material without how understanding that professor is. So if you go to Tulane, take Intro to Gender and Sexuality Studies with Red Tremel. They made the class way better. I don't know why I'm yelling in this video. Oh, I'm blurry. If I could go back in time, I would still choose my PWI because of the money. But if you have a full ride at a PWI and a great HBCU, I say choose the HBCU. Tulane has a lot of things to do, but it's different than HBCU things to do. Like I have a friend who goes to HBCU here in Mississippi, and like the stuff they do is nothing like what we do. There are great events at both schools, but if you want more like a homey feel, choose HBCUs, period. I feel like at PWIs are really just thrown out there, and it's like the professors are understanding, but I feel like at HBCUs they're way more understanding and more friendly and more like, there's more like a family vibe. In 20 years, what's not gonna matter is, oh, I went to this frat party. It's gonna be, what am I paying off? Whenever you tour a school, you'll know if it's for you. You'll know if it's the right school. Don't stress so much about PWI or HBCU. If you want to go to college, just choose the best university for you. Choose whatever school makes you feel at home and which school you will not be paying off all these student loans for, okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all next Tuesday for another video. If you're interested in more Tulane videos or PWI videos, let me know. DM me, comment down below, whatever.